Let's do a quick tour of our AI-powered editor. First and foremost, this is a lightweight, what you see is what you get Markdown editor. So for example, you can make headings like this, hash, and then space would be a heading 2, hash, space would be a heading 3, and so on and so forth. You can make unordered list with dash space, and then, item 1, item 2. You can also alternatively just use an asterisk for item 3, item 4. And you can do numbered lists with simply 1 period, space, item 1, item 2. Next, let's go over these buttons over here. These buttons are all buttons that are kind of everything that you would see in a regular AI editor. Undo, redo, save article. You don't really have to save article because it auto saves anytime it detects that you're done typing for a few seconds. Lists, your formatting, headers, things of that nature. The two buttons I really want to go over is that if you press the show hotkey buttons, you can see all the hotkeys that you can do, and these are standard text editor hotkeys. The other button I want to highlight is this publishing button. So with a click of a button, you can publish your WordPress, or if you have a website hooked up, you can publish there as well, or you have a email/Zapier hookup, you can publish there as well. And if you don't want to publish to a website specifically, you can copy the HTML or export to PDF or Word so that this becomes very portable. The other thing I'm going to show you is that you can just drag and drop images in. So for example, here's some code that I dragged and dropped in, and all you need to do is just drag the file in. If you want to switch this image with something else, when you hover over the image, you see this shiny thing. And once you see that shiny thing, you can click on it and you can search royalty-free images. So for example, if I were to do computer, we can see a bunch of computer examples. We can add alt text here. Let's say I want this cool looking computer here. All I need to do is click on it and it'll swap it. And if we click on it again, we can search for another term and just swap it out with another image very, very easily. And as you can see, the alt text is just modified as you search for and swap out images. Next, I want to take a look at these buttons over here, which are AI buttons. You can paraphrase text, simplify text, expand text, and convert bullet points and kind of combine them into paragraphs and add keywords. So let's just take a look at a few. Most of these are very straightforward. So let's say we have this paragraph over here. We want to simplify it. We just press the simplify it button. If you're unhappy with any of it, all you need to do is press retry to get a new set. All right, so let's say we want this third one. So we're just going to left click here. And now this text is simplified. There's another thing that I want to show you, which is this add keyword button. So for example, if we look at the writing suggestions in our assistant, and our assistant kind of shows you the readability grade level and things of that nature, we see that the primary keyword SAS strategy shows up 21 out of 21 to 53 times. I wouldn't pay too much attention to the secondary keywords because nowadays the Google algorithm doesn't really work with keyword stuffing on all the headings and titles anymore, though you should really do the basics of at least your H1 title having the primary keyword. All right, so this keyword button, if you pay attention here, the SAS strategies show up 21 times in the primary keyword, but let's say we want to add a few more without having to manually edit sentences. All you need to do is, let's say, double click on a paragraph, add keyword, and then the SAS strategies or the primary keyword is already filled in, but you can replace this with any other keyword that you want. We're just going to press this magic button. It's going to be loading, and we're just going to do this. So now, instead of 21, it occurs 22 times, right? So this is useful if you wanted to say B2B SaaS, which shows up 0 times. So if we do add keyword, B2B SaaS, then we can do something like this, writing assistant. We see that B2B SaaS shows up twice instead of 0 times. So you can very easily sprinkle in some semantic or primary keywords with that button, which will help with a lot of SEO workflows. Other than that, that's about it. It's pretty straightforward and pretty similar to any other text editor out there, except with a bunch of AI goodies to speed up your workflow.